All right, welcome everybody. Welcome to Nepal. So this is our first map. This is our Hanover Horde A Team taking on the Wolves from Triangle. Two of the original 4 teams in the league meeting up here in Nepal, one of the older maps. Nepal, this is the first map for the Hanover Horde A Team. We've got Lantern, Kid MDK, Weirdo, Toonbreed, Pizza Freak, and Hitscan. So we got the full complement, the full team together this week. No sub-ends, so we'll see what kind of comp they go with going against the Wolves from Triangle, North Carolina. So it should be a lot of fun to see how this thing shakes out. So it looks like Toonbreed is going to be running Diva, Lantern's going to be running Lucio, Pizza Freak running Widowmaker, a little bit of change there, Weirdo running Mercy, Kid MDK running Ball. Actually, Pizza Freak switching over to the Bastion this time, so definitely a comp change there. And Hitscan is running Hanzo. For the Wolves, they're going to be running a Torb, a Bap, a Rhine, a Mercy, a Pharah, and a Hog. And it looks like Pizza switched back to running his Junkrat there, so a little bit more comfortable, I think, with that comp. The Horde are in blue, coming from left to right as you're looking at the screen. The Wolves are in red, right to left. All right, so Lantern sneaking in behind with that Lucio boop to get that Torb, send Torb down the pit. So nice boop there to start this thing off. Chasing down this hog bot again. They've got a hog bot, so they're ultimately at, and there goes a Rhine charge from charging himself right off the map, trying to take somebody with him. Another boot by Lantern, a couple limbs by Pizza Freak, and the Horde will take the first point and start earning credit towards the point. So the Horde are going to push out here into this little threshold area. Not necessarily a spawn hold, but a choke hold. See, actually the Horde pushing back here, the Horde are in blue. Get a little bit confused from time to time. So the Horde kind of settling back as the Wolves in red pull in. Here comes a junk tire. Pizza Freak does manage to get the Torb turret. That's about it though. Hitscan does get a nice limb. Pizza Freak does fall with elimination on the opposing team Reaper. It's going to give them the numbers advantage with a couple more eliminations here by Pizza Freak going off, taking out both support elements for the Wolves. Toonbreed's going to clean things up, and that's going to have them 41% and counting. So the Horde playing back a little bit. Not necessarily pushing all the way forward. Here we got, does that look like a Bap maybe? Or no, that's a Reaper trying to sneak in there. Horde recognize that he's there, end up taking out the Mercy, a little bit out of position there for the Wolves. So that's going to stall their push here. That Reinhardt's going to be pushing a little bit too deep without the rest of his team there. Of course, they got this bot that they're running. The Hog bot is pretty good. There you see it take care of Kid MDK, but charging in here all by himself. Here comes another junk tire that comes in, does get 2 of the Wolves. They are going to be able to get one of those, that Torb back into the fight with that Mercy res, but Mercy's quickly going to get taken out by Pizza Freak as well as that Torb by Kid MDK, and that's going to let the Horde hold here, 87% and counting. So here comes that, again, Roadhog bot. The problem with bots is they're going to run in when they run in, kind of regardless of the team push. So you kind of got to time those pushes up with your bots. So with that Hanzo ultimate, that Diva bomb coming across, mines, the rest of the Horde throwing themselves into the pit there at the end. That's going to give the Horde a quick 1-0 lead here in this first round. So the first map of Nepal will go towards the Horde. So we'll see if they can fight their way back into this thing with this second map here. So it looks like this time Toonbreed's going with Winston. Lantern's going to be playing Ana this time. Pizza Freak is playing Junk. Weirdo playing Bap. Kid MDK playing Rhine. And Hanzo played by Hitscan. For the Wolves, they'll be playing a Torb, Mercy, Rhine, Lucio, Junk, and a Roadhog bot. Alright, so Horde coming in from right to left in blue. Wolves left to right in red. Good pick there by Hitscan. Take out the Lucio. Another pick on the Junkrat. So a couple quick picks by Han, and taking out the Torb, almost single-handedly dismantling this team as Hitscan right now. Kid MDK, nice fire strike to take out the other Reinhardt, Pizza Freak, Hitscan, both getting eliminations. Everybody's getting in on the Elim party. And the Horde quickly start earning credit towards the point. They're pushing forward aggressively here. You can see our Junkrat out front here. Actually, that's our bat played by Weirdo out front here. As well as Junkrat. The rest of the team pushing forward here aggressively on the opposing team. Toombury playing that monkey is going to go forward and get that Mercy. Got the Roadhog trapped out here. They're going to be able to chase him down pretty easily and take him out. And the Wolves are going to have to reset on their push, 26% and counting. So they did contest a point there for a second. The Horde are able to run back there. Good way to kind of break a choke, kind of a spawn or a good choke position is to just sneak past and get a fast character like a Lucio or a Tracer back there to the point, contest a point, pull the rest of the team back to deal with that, and draw them back from that choke. So good eliminations here by the Horde, kind of picking them off one by one. Reinhardt does get taken out by the junk from the opposing team. And they bring their Lucio right back in, but here comes the junk tire. Let's see where that winds up. It does manage to take out the Mercy of the opposing team. Hitscan's going to take out that Lucio. So without their supports, Horde are going to have trouble. Here comes a junk tire in. Looks like it does get shot out by Pizza Freak. Nice job to take out his counterpart's junk tire. So they clearly got the Wolves a little bit disjointed in their push here. Hanzo's going to shoot his ultimate into their spawn area. Pizza Freak, Hitscan, both going to get eliminations. 93%. The Wolves need to get back here to the point. Looks like they're trying to make a charge back here, but a hammer strike and Hitscan. 1, 2, 3 eliminations there to finish that match out, and that's going to give the Horde A Team a quick first round victory, taking both points from 0 to 100 on Nepal. So good round there for the Horde A, start to finish. Here's the play of the game, Pizza Freak. He tends to collect these things. And this is Junkrat tire. Got 1, 2 eliminations, taking out the BAP and the Torb. His teammates are going to take out a couple more there at the end of that match. You see he's going to throw that that bomb out there last second. So that's going to do it. We're going to credit the Horde A Team with the round 1 here over the Wolves, and we'll ban some maps. We'll be right back here in just a couple minutes, so stick with us.
They say that you can see the devil dance on idle hands, so we put in work. Amen. Put the city on my shoulder blades and molded waves. Focus on the future when it's rolling.
This is gonna be fun. What's this?
When it's no pain, it's no glory. Legendary grind for the history. Come to shut us down, you on what army? We about to go loud for me.
Let me show you how the boss does it.
We put in work.
See ya.
Yeah, ain't no killing this energy. Spilling from the spirit, them lyrics being.
They are nothing to me.
The grind don't stop. We giving it 100 till the squad on top. We put in work. The grind never dies. We give
All right, welcome back, everybody. We are at Watchpoint Gibraltar. If you're just joining us, the Hanover Horde A Team took a 1-0 lead here by winning Nepal. Forgive me for previously calling the Wolves the Samurai. This is actually the Franklin or the Triangle Samurai here, so my mistake on that. So Watchpoint Gibraltar. So this map, we were just at the 3rd point. This is an escort mission. There you see the 2nd point. Come down through here through this little serpentine area. There you see the 1st point. Come down through here under this bridge, up over this little hump, and here you see where the payload is. Each team gets a chance to push the payload to 3 points. Each team gets a chance to defend the payload from the other team pushing 3 points. The team with the most, or the furthest push, or the most points at the end of the match takes the map. Alright, so we'll see what each team decides to go with. Again, Horde in blue. The Samurai in red. The Horde are going to be running Mercy. Going to be run by Toonbury this time. Lantern running Reinhardt. Pizza Freak running Moira. Weirdo running Farah. Kid MDK running Roadhog. And Hitscan running Widow. So outside of Kid and Hitscan, everybody's playing a different type of hero here. Horde on defense. The Samurai will be pushing the payload. They'll be running a Moira, a Mercy, a Ryan, a Widow, a Roadhog, bot, and the Reaper. Hitscan, a couple nice picks. 1, 2, 3 picks for the hits and 4 picks for Hitscan. He is going off playing that Widow. Just tearing them up, taking out both DPS and support. So just super deadly up here on the top. They're going to have to find an answer to Widow because he's picking them off in spawn. You can see he's just kind of raining down fire. Super accurate. Just one pick after another. That was a pretty brutal initial volley of fire there for Hitscan. You can see him perched up top. They're going to have to do something about him. Sometimes switching to a ball and just getting on top of him, or a character that can really close the distance on a Hitscan character like that can go a long way. A character that can put a shield out there potentially to close the distance. You can see the Samurai are trying to figure out what they can do to counter those sight lines.
This will restore you.
Toonbury playing Mercy gets a pick on the Doom. You can see they switched to Doom. Reinhardt comes charging out. He gets hooked immediately by Kid MDK. They do get the pick on Hitscan with a Widow played by Pirate. So let's see if that makes a difference. See if they decide to push. They got the pick they wanted to get, but big picks there, and then the res. And bringing Hitscan right back into the fight. So they got what they wanted there for a second, but the Samurai having trouble getting out of this spawn. Figure out what they want to do here. They did get that Ryan charge. Good job to break that spawn. They came out in tandem, so good move here by the Wolves, or the Samurai. See if they can convert here, but Hitscan gets another couple of eliminations there. He does get taken out, though, by the Hanzo from the opposing team. So Samurai have an opportunity here. Hammer Strike comes in. Let's see if the Samurai can do something with this. They do get their Reinhardt out here picked off all alone. He comes charging back into the fight, does get the Moira, so they have an opportunity here. But here comes the Roadhog played by Kid MDK with his ultimate to take that Ryan out. That was looking like a pretty push there by the Samurai. Comes a Farah ultimate coming in by Weirdo. Does manage to get the Moira and the Reinhardt from the Samurai there. So that was a really impressive push there for a second by Samurai to really get out there. They got that Reinhardt out front. They got a couple critical eliminations. But the Horde, especially with that Kid MDK ultimate coming down there at the end, really made the difference in that fight. Pizza Freak picks off their Reinhardt. Moira unleashes her convalescence. Weirdo, Lantern, Kid MDK, Lantern, everybody's getting picks here. Horde really holding this team back in spawn. Big pick there by Kid MDK to take out that Widow. And that's going to do it. The Horde A team is going to keep them from getting any points or any meter. They did get 8.61 meters, so that's all the further they have to push it. You can see that box going to be right in front of that payload. So they're going to have to get down there, and the Samurai are going to have to play the same exact game the Horde played, which is really holding that payload. Especially as we get closer to NAF, I expect more teams to adopt that type of mentality, really the holding the payload, trying to take as much time off the clock. This is not a team versus team match. This is a race against the clock. The clock is the ultimate determining factor for these things. So I expect more and more of these teams that are preparing for NAF to adopt that strategy going into NAF.
Ready for battle.
You can see all the further they have to push that payload. So it looks like the Horde A team are going to be going. Toombury is going to be running a Torb, Lantern running Moira, Pizza Freak running Ryan, Weirdo running Roadhog, Kid MDK running Lucio, and Hitscan running Widow. So it looks like only Hitscan is going to be running his primary comp. Everybody else is going to be running their Norm. So you can imagine Hitscan's going to find that high perch coming right here out of spawn. We'll see where he ultimately sets up. He might try to grapple somewhere else on the map. See, we're going to have the Roadhog coming out here, low ground, going against a Junkrat, a BAP, a Sigma, Mercy. Hitscan already gets a quick elimination on the Widow from the opposing team. Takes out the Junk, takes out the Mercy from the opposing team, takes out the Sigma. Hitscan just decimated the other team. They're going to be able to push this payload pretty quickly and win this thing 2-0 against the Triangle Samurai here. A pretty quick round there.
Play of the game.
And I would be surprised if the play of the game was anybody but Hitscan. Just super lethal with that. And this is coming out. Actually, the push, he gets that Widow. He spots him immediately. Rains down fire on that Roadhog, on that Mercy, on that Sigma, and that really made the difference coming out the push. They only had to push 88 meters. So great couple rounds there by the Horde A team. GG's to our friends from Triangle. Obviously, Horde A team, one of the favorites going into NAF, but Samurai did a couple really good things there. I really thought they were going to be able to push that payload when they came out with that Reinhardt. So nothing to be ashamed of from the Samurai team. I don't think we're going to play another one. We'll see if they want to, but at this point, I kind of doubt that they will want to. So we'll end the stream here. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time. We got a Fortnite event coming up later today, so it should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the match. We'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.